All right, so I'm gonna take you through this quick workout today. We did push, and that's me just warming up on the bike. I always like to warm up for about 5 minutes on the bike. If I'm not doing the bike for whatever reason, if I feel like I don't want to bike, I'll walk on the treadmill. But I'll do 5 minutes of this, sometimes 10, depending how I feel and how stiff I am from my last workout. But if I feel good, I'll do 5 minutes, do some mobility, and then I'm ready to go. So like I said, today's push. It's gonna be chest, shoulders, and triceps. So I like to do my mobility because as you get older, I'm unk. Don't forget, 41 years old, unk. So I gotta move. I gotta move like the young. So I try to do some hip mobilities, some shoulder mobility, a little bit of core, and then I'll go into rotations. Rotation is very important, guys. The glutes is one of the most important muscle on the body, believe it or not. There's a lot going on there, and it leads to a lot of issues if you're not fully engaged. So I like to, this is a good one for the hamstrings, lower back. This one's a little sus, but it's a good, this one is one of my, hands down, one of my, it feels amazing. It's one of my favorite. You should definitely give it a try. I sped it up a little bit so you guys don't get too bored watching me do all this. But rotations, I like to do that for the core, shoulders, and make sure my lats are good to go. I like to make sure everything's firing properly before I start my workouts, just to avoid any type of injury. And again, as you get older, it's very important, and you can't be skipping mobility. Honestly, you just can't. So I'll do that for about, give or take, 5 minutes, and then I'll go right into my working set. So I'll do a warm-up set on the incline chest press. So this is my second set, or my first working set. I'll only do two. So today I felt like, you know what, I'll try to go a little heavier. As you can tell here, my elbows are kind of neutral, right? My shoulder blades are pinched together against the mat and contracted, and I try to keep my back with a slight arch, just a little arch. Now I got a little phone call here that was a little annoying, but this was way too heavy. I won't lie to you guys. Today, that was not moving. I was trying to get 3 reps. It didn't work. So I only got one. It was heavy. So I had to go into a drop set just to finish my set. So I'll do this. I'll do a drop set, and I'll do about, I'm trying to squeeze in 5 to 6 here just to kind of get the chest going. Now, normally I'll do 2 to 3 depending how I'm feeling that day. I'm 100, just if just for context, I guess, or whatever it's called, whatever, however you say it. I'm 180 pounds, just to give you an idea. So this is kind of like heavy for me in a sense of it's the right amount of weight. Sometimes I like to go up a little bit, but generally speaking, that's kind of what I like to do for my chest. And then from there, I stick to the Smith machine, and I'll go straight into shoulder press. So again, I like to use the Smith machine because I can load it and not worry about it, and the chances of me getting hurt are slim. When you're using dumbbells and it's all over the place, I don't like that. So I'll do kind of like a warm-up set. I'm already warm. I can probably go ahead, but I have a separated shoulder, so my shoulder's completely separated. It's just kind of floating there. So I like to make sure that everything's engaged before I go ahead and keep pushing. So I'll start with a first set. I'll put 45 pounds on each side. Again, I'll do 2 to 3 of those, and I'll try to up it. So you'll see today I'll put the 45, and then I'll go ahead and put a 10 pounds on each side for my last set. Okay, again, because we did chest before, and I did go relatively heavy-ish, like I pushed myself a little bit. As you can tell, I couldn't finish that set that I wanted to squeeze out 4, but I couldn't. So now I'm fixing my shirt. I hate when my shirt gets all caught up. I like to wear baggy clothes, as you can tell, guys. I feel comfortable in baggy clothes. Maybe not my shorts. My shorts are not baggy, but I like to wear baggy clothes at the gym because I feel comfortable and warm, and it keeps me nice and lubricated kind of when I lift. and then throughout the workout if I get hot. But over here I'll do, again, I'll aim for 10. If I can squeeze out 12, I'll do it. But my range is anywhere from like 6 to 10, give or take, depending on the lift, okay? So as you can see here, my back is flat against the bench, okay? Completely flat. You don't want to arch your back here. That's kind of when you start putting too much weight and too much pressure on the shoulder joint. So I'll go ahead and keep my back straight against the pad, okay? And I'm using my legs to kind of push against the pad, so I'm pushing back against the pad as I'm going up, okay? Catch my breath a little bit here. My breaks are about 1.5 minutes, maybe 2. If it's really heavy, I'll go 3 minutes, but that's kind of my pause in between. Again, I'm at the gym to build muscle. I'm not there to like burn a bunch of calories, okay? So this nice and controlled, as you can tell. I'm trying to aim right to the top of my chest, okay? Past the chin, between my chin and the top of my chest. That's kind of where it's at. Elbows in at all time. I don't flare out. You got to be careful with that. You don't want to injure yourself. So from there, as you can tell, that's my second chest exercise and my last chest exercise. Damn, I can't even talk today. So it's just basically a dumbbell fly. I'll do 3 sets of those. I'm not going to bore you with all of them. So this is just this was the last set. So I'll just show you that. And again, I aim for 10 to 12 on this. When I'm doing accessory, I call them, like anything like lateral raises or cable raises or anything like that, I'll do 10 to 12. And then over here, showing off a little bit, you know, the physique. You know, 20 years in the gym, I gotta show something for it. Jesus Christ. So lateral raises, I sped it up a little bit so I don't bore you guys, but as you can tell, my form is okay. I'm swinging a little bit, but overall, it's decent. 35 pounds. I won't go, I mean, sometimes I'll go to 40 if I'm doing like 6, 7, but 35 is where I like to be. So I like to do dumbbell for one workout, and then the next time I hit it, I'll do cables. But I don't really change it, and as you can tell, I don't do much. My exercises are plain and simple. I don't complicate anything. So this is just another angle. Trying not to scare you guys, but I look like Shrek over here. Look at this guy. Shrek. Damn. So this is my last set. And as you can tell, it's getting heavy, but I'll try to keep the form. And then I go into triceps, and the workout is done. So I have 2 exercises left. So I'll do cable, tricep. This one was a little too heavy for me. I'll try to aim to 10 to 12. I had to readjust the weight because it was a little heavy. I was like, as you can tell, I'm swinging a little bit. You want to lock in the elbows back a little bit, and you want to push down and out, right? I attach 2 cables, as you can tell. It's not one rope. It's 2 individual ropes that I attach so I can have a longer stretch at the bottom, right? So you can squeeze and you get a better pump, right? My pre-workout's Ghost, guys, so I like having Ghost. That's kind of what gives me a good pump in the gym, and I like it. You get the blood flowing, as you can tell. I get a little, you can tell like the veins are out, everything's because the blood's just going right through everything, right? So this is kind of my last set. So I'll do 2 sets of those, and then we're gonna finish with weighted dips, and that's it. And that's the whole lift. I don't do anything special. I don't do anything fancy. I'm old school. Maybe I'm old, I don't know, but that's just what works for me. And that was my last set. I'm kind of gassed, to be honest. I'm a little tired. And now we're gonna go into weighted dips. So that's how I like to finish. Sometimes I'll start with it, depending if I'm feeling really good that day, I'll start with it. I only do literally 1 set, and I try to aim to 5 to 6 reps with 245s on there. That's what I like to kind of end the workout with. As you can tell here, I'm making sure that my elbows are tucked in, my chest is nice and high. It's hard to tell, but I'm going pretty low. That was the only angle I can get, so sorry about that. I didn't mean to show you guys that side of me, you know, we don't know each other like that yet. But I try to kind of go 90 degrees, a little past 90. As you can tell, I'm stretching the chest as far as possible, and that's it. That's my whole workout. That's my push. Nothing special, guys. Literally nothing special. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any questions. If you're interested in stuff like this, I can show you my pull day. I can show you my leg day. And basically that's it. And I just rotate those three, right? So I'm on a push, pull, leg, upper, lower split. That's what I like to do. And I'll take 2 days off. And on those days off, I'll normally just walk or cycle, but I'm not lifting any weights. So that's it for me. Hope you enjoyed it. See you on the next one.